What are we talking about today, Ian?
Accoutrement, which is French.
French for other stuff.
Other stuff, yes. French for other stuff. So, somebody once told me the coolest thing about the Jeep is that you can replace every single part of it from a part in the aftermarket. Did you know that?
Well, I've actually considered that was a possibility.
You can, except for one part. No, there was only one part that nobody makes.
And that is?
The brake master cylinder bracket for the pedal.
Really?
Yeah, so the little stamped piece that bolts on the firewall, bolts on the dash, and swings the brake pedal, that's the only part that's not made in the aftermarket. Every other piece, from the tub to the carpet to the wiper blades to the fenders, everything else can come out of a catalog except for that one part.
Let that be an idea for some young
entrepreneur. What do you specialize in? Brake pedal brackets? Just Jeeps. Just Jeep TJ brake pedal brackets. It's going to retire quickly and not with a lot of money either.
Nope. You might be on the dole.
That's right. Oh, the dole. Such a British saying. So good. Okay, so
what are we talking about?
We're talking about all the other stuff that Neil got that isn't like hardcore off-road and you don't need, but is nice to have.
Well,
so, like?
One thing that I know is going to make his life easier is the accessories from Bolt.
Okay.
Their whole claim to fame is that you take your ignition key.
Yep.
You key all your locks for all of your accessory locks. Hitch pins for your receiver hitches, your trailer locks.
Yep.
Anything that you're going to mount and keep secure, you can use your ignition key.
Yep.
You only have to carry one key.
Do you have to make that sound when you do it, or does it?
Well,
just
that's the sound it's going to make.
That's the sound it's going to make.
Yeah.
I do know they make. I have one of their cable lock. I call it a bicycle lock. It's like a cable. And then you can just loop it through any gear
for like
you've got.
A spare tire.
Spare
or
tire
like
or a fridge, or even your tool bag. Because some people steal tool bags.
Honest people honest.
They shouldn't do that.
No.
They shouldn't steal tool bags out of the back of my truck.
No. A curse upon them.
Yes, there we go.
Let that be a lesson.
And then, so we got that. That's got a nice little accessory. But then he's also got some cool off-road lighting, which is actually it's not actually something you need and not just want, because it does make a huge difference on a good rig.
It does, because let's be honest, a 7-inch sealed beam headlight on a Jeep like this is adequate at best. Replacing it with a new Hella housing, a 7-inch Hella housing, but it's got PIA LEDs going into it. I've got their LED headlights, and they're phenomenal. I mean, it really is a night and day difference. It's going to be fantastic, especially here in the dreary, dark, moist,
overcast, cloudy, sad Starbucks fuel.
And that's the middle of the
Northwest.
day.
Yes.
So
During the day,
you
use the headlights, and then at night you'd use the driving lights.
The driving lights, also LEDs.
Yep.
They're replacing the rather awful factory lights.
You know what they remind me of? They remind me of the lights that were on the front of the A-Team van. Remember those? They were just two sad little off-road lights.
They didn't really produce lights so much as it allowed you to just see where the lights were.
Yes, they just look cool.
They were useless.
Yeah.
So these huge improvements.
Yeah, so that'll be good when he's off-road. And he's got good lights for driving. And then when he's off-road, he'll be able to see more stuff, and it'll be better when off-road. His gear is now safe.
Yep.
And then probably the last thing is when you get to where you want to go, you might want to crack open a cold launch and maybe listen to some music.
You could.
And to listen to that music, you'd want some new speakers.
Kicker
speakers. A subwoofer.
Subwoofer. New coaxials, I believe they are, from Kicker Audio. Head unit. The whole shebang.
So a whole new stereo system, so you can just chill in his Jeep.
Yeah.
Top down.
Big
tires. Stereo up.
Elmo the LJ will be
kicking
it.
As the kids say nowadays, turnt up. With a T. I don't know if you knew that or not. Turnt
up.
When he's turnt up in the LJ, he'll be rocking with his big stereo, lights on. This is going to be a nice Jeep. So that's it. We've covered everything that's going to be done to Elmo the LJ.
I think so.
And it fits in well with the Trails magazine because it's not a crazy build. It's just a good build.
And we're excited about this rig because it's going to be one of our first features in the new magazine. Daily drive it. Weekend warrior. You can go anywhere you want safely and know that you're going to get home. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And where's it going to be first? Moab?
I think it's going to be in Moab. I think that's what he said.
For
So
the Safari of Easter Jeeps.
yep, it's going to be what, the 52nd year, and
I think so.
crawl
Yeah.
some red rocks.
So Elmo the Elba, what are you bringing?
I'm bringing
Your LJ.
Project Long John Silver.
For long, so you'll
It's
have an
also
LJ.
an LJ.
See, I missed out. I'm building a Comanche, so I won't be with the cool
you can
kids this year.
pickup truck. You
I'll
can carry
some
spare
stuff.
parts.
I'll carry all the spare Jeep LJ parts you need. Perfect.
That would be
All right.
great.
So there we go. That's what it
Okay.
is. They can see it all right here
They can see it here, and
on
then
the internet.
and if you're in Moab in March,
See it in person.
we'll see you then.
Perfect. That's a wrap until Moab. Should we do this again in Moab?
We could.
We could do it live. We're going to do it live in Moab. It's a date.
Let's do it.
Done. See you there. See you there, internet.